Welcome to African Gardening. Today we're going to be talking about how you can ensure that fruits from your mandarin tree are always very sweet. One of the challenges of growing mandarins, and a whole lot of people have experienced this, is that once the mandarin is ripe, like you have here, once it's ripe and it's harvested, people start complaining, oh, the mandarin, it's dry inside, oh, the mandarin fruit, it tastes sour, it has no flavor, it's tasteless. So they're basically not happy with the quality of the fruit. And I can tell you, this is very common with mandarins that are planted in containers. And it also happens to mandarins that are planted in the soil. So I'm going to be discussing the reasons why you are having this problem and also the solution. So I'm going to be discussing why you have mandarins that are dry inside, mandarins that are sour, mandarins that have no flavor, and I'm also going to tell you what you need to do to ensure your mandarins, they are not just sweet, they're nice, they have lots of water inside as well. Because you can have mandarins that are sweet and the inside is dry. You can have mandarins that has a lot of juice but it's not sweet. So what you want is a mandarin that has lots of juice inside and it's also very sweet with a good flavor. So the reason why your mandarin tree will produce fruits that are not sweet or fruits that are dry is simply because lack of nutrients. Every fruit tree, most especially citrus trees, they require lots and lots of nutrients. So they require macronutrients, which are NPK. The N stands for nitrogen, the P stands for phosphorus, the K stands for potassium. But it doesn't end there. They also require micronutrients. So there's a macro, which is the NPK, and there's a micro, which I'm going to talk about now. Micronutrients are needed in little quantities. So you have boron, you have magnesium, you have zinc, you have iron, molybdenum, you have sulfur, you have calcium. Sometimes calcium is treated like a macronutrient, but I mean that's okay. So for citrus trees, the most important nutrients that will affect the quality of your fruits are potassium, zinc, boron, and calcium. Any deficiency of this will lead to very poor quality fruits. As a matter of fact, when you look around, one of the most common deficiencies are potassium deficiency and zinc deficiencies. Fortunately, these two deficiencies, they are easy to spot. Unfortunately, calcium deficiency and boron deficiency, you can't easily spot them. It's very difficult to see visible symptoms on the tree like you would see with when it has deficiencies of potassium and zinc. So let's talk about potassium deficiencies. So potassium deficiencies, basically, it's a lack of potassium in the plants. And one of the things you have to realize is that potassium is mobile, which means the nutrients, the potassium itself, can move from the older leaves to the new leaves. That's why you will see potassium deficiency in all the leaves. And what are the symptoms of potassium deficiency? When you look at the leaf margins and look at the tips, you start seeing chlorosis there. That means, chlorosis means lack of the green color. It starts turning yellow. Then in severe cases, as the deficiency progresses, just like you're seeing on the screen, it turns from yellow to brown patches. Those brown patches, they are called, that's necrosis. That means they're dead. The patches are dead. The tissues on those leaves, they're no more alive. They're dead. So that's necrosis. So that's potassium deficiency. For zinc, zinc is not mobile, which simply means when you have zinc in all the leaves, it does not move to newer leaves. So zinc shows up as chlorosis on the leaves. Interveinal chlorosis. That means chlorosis amongst the veins on the leaves, as you can see on the screen. So for calcium and boron, except you do a soil test. That's the only way you can see the symptoms of calcium and boron. Let's talk about the solutions to this common deficiency. For zinc, the solution to controlling zinc deficiency is simply by the application of a zinc fertilizer. One of the most common zinc fertilizers, which is quite effective, is zinc sulfate, either in monohydrate form or heptahydrate form. So each one of the forms of the zinc has different dosages. And from my experience, the quickest way to fix a plant that has zinc deficiency is by applying the zinc on the leaves as a foliar spray. It is extremely effective when you apply the zinc as a foliar spray. Also, you should be applying organic manure. Organic manure contains a balanced blend of NPK and all those other micronutrients. So organic manure contains a balanced blend of all the nutrients you need, either the macronutrients, NPK, and the micronutrients. So ensure that your soil does not lack fertilization through organic manure. Organic manure are extremely effective. I prefer foliar applications of fertilizers. Why? Because sometimes when you apply the fertilizers to the soil, there could be already a nutrient imbalance in the soil, which will ensure that there is no uptake of some other nutrients, or it could just be a whole lot of other factors like high salinity or like sodicity. So there are so many issues in the soil. So that's why I just like putting organic manure, applying organic manure, and I apply foliar fertilizer to the leaves. So that's how you solve the problem of zinc deficiency. To solve the problem of potassium deficiency, one of my favorite fertilizers, which is very, very important for mandarins, is potassium sulfate. Potassium sulfate. Do not use the potassium nitrate or any other form of potassium fertilizer. The best form of potassium fertilization for mandarins as well as citrus trees is the sulfate of potash. It has a very, very high level of potassium and also sulfur. So the dosage I use as a foliar spray is 10 grams per liter, and I apply on the soil as well. So for the soil, I use 1 gram per liter. It is extremely, extremely effective, and believe me, potassium sulfate is the answer to sour mandarin fruits or mandarin fruits that have no flavor. So I apply every 2 weeks once my mandarin has started fruiting, and believe me, the result has been fantastic. The result has been fantastic. I mean, if you go deeper in doing your research, you will find there's been a whole lot of scientific research backing up this claim that potassium sulfate increases the total soluble solids, which is the amount of sugars in citrus fruits, and more importantly in mandarin fruits. So for calcium, there are lots and lots of calcium fertilizers. So some even comes with magnesium and nitrogen, and I use that as well, but I do not use it's called CalMag. CalMag contains calcium, magnesium, and nitrogen. It's a very, very good fertilizer as well. I apply at the early stages. Once it's about ripening, I stop applying CalMag so that it doesn't delay the degrading process. So there are lots and lots of calcium fertilizers which you can apply to the leaves as a foliar application and also apply to the soil. For boron, boron is very, very important, and boron helps in making the transportation of calcium efficient in the plant. So when you have boron deficiency, you could have calcium in the soil, but because there's not enough boron, the calcium will not be efficient in terms of moving through the plant. So boron and calcium, they work together. So in fact, there are lots of fertilizers that includes just calcium and boron, and it's very, very good for citrus. Any citrus tree that you see that is dry inside, it's simply a lack of boron and a lack of calcium. So those two nutrients are very, very, very important. One other thing you need to talk about as well is you need to ensure that your tree is free of pests. I mean, look at my mandarin. Look at my mandarin. So we have lots and lots of fruits here. Look at it. I have about 102 fruits from this Nagpur mandarin. Some are ripe. I mean, we've been harvesting for a while. And this tree is just about a year and some few months old. We've been enjoying very, very high quality fruits. When you look at the leaves, you will see that there are no symptoms of nutrient deficiency, as well as there are no pests. So ensure that your plant or your mandarin tree has the required nutrients, both macro and micronutrients, and also that your mandarin tree does not have any pests, to ensure that you get very, very high quality fruits.